Orlando, 2 days rest for Cleveland, coming off a 3-game road trip in which they won all 3 at Milwaukee, at Chicago, and at New Orleans. Second start of the career of Jamal Cain, who just had his 2-way contract converted to a standard deal, and that's a great start for Desmond Bane to rip the core.
How good is Desmond Bane? And you heard Zola Stevenson talking about he didn't want to step on anyone's toes early on. But with all the injuries to this Magic team, he has absolutely taken the reins.
Sego appears to have everything under control, and we're ready to play. In for Harden. What an addition he has been. Averaging nearly 8 assists per game with Cleveland. Mitchell spins, floats it up, missed it short. And here comes Orlando back the other way. Coming into this game, 16th in the NBA in offensive rating, 13th in defense. A brutal loss last night to an Indiana team that had lost 16 consecutive games. Paolo Banchero had a chance to tie it late on a drive. And defense from Pascal Siakam and Jay Huff forced a miss. But there's no forcing a miss on that turnaround from Ben.
Recognize he had the smaller James Harden on him. Be patient with the basketball and get to your fadeaway.
Back down from Mobley. Oh, he lost to Silva and brings it home. Always an X factor for this team. Certainly without Jared Allen, who is missing now his 9th consecutive game with a knee injury. Kenny Atkinson said, without Allen, the word that you miss is rim. Both rim protection and thrust to the rim. Jamal Cain, in his second start of his career, knocks down his first 3. Here's Mitchell quickly the other way. Spray it out. Wade's response, not there. And the whistle, loose ball foul going against...
Look happy.
That was a pricey spillage. Now she's got to find a way to get a new drink. Lots happening. We had a delay in the game. There's no delaying the inevitable. Donovan Mitchell knocking down a triple.
208 made threes on the year. 8th best in the association.
He has been consistent from the outside, just 36% now on the season, but high volume, and you know that if he gets hot, things can be challenging to stop him. Banchero's been better from 3 of late, but he misses there. Mobley averaging 21 points and 10 rebounds over his last 11. Most without Jared Allen, and attack mode early for Evan Mobley.
And when you look at this Cavs team, the growth will always have to be within. And to me, it starts with Evan Mobley. He had that defensive player of the year just a year ago. His growth along when Jared Allen comes back, the Twin Tower look that Cleveland possesses.
Well, you brought history. Harden always phenomenal with big men. And Kenny Atkinson said he would really like to see Harden out there with both of them because there hasn't been stretches in his career to this point that he's had 2 big men like these 2 on the floor together.
And actually, Kenny went back and looked at the numbers, the short amount of numbers that the Twin Towers have been on the floor since James Harden's been in a Cavs uniform, and he likes the numbers.
Mitchell, tough one goes. Solid 28 points per game. 48% from the floor. Meanwhile, Orlando already with a couple of free throws they take and make the most free throws in the NBA. They're going to get 2 more. And Mobley took a shot on the way down.
And that's going to be number...
Still just 24 years old as Carter goes to the free throw line. On the season, averaging nearly 12 points per game. Orlando Magic franchise that Jamal Mosley did pose to us. Most of these guys on this team have only been with the Magic. Jalen Suggs, Franz, and somewhat Mo Wagner, who did start his career with the Lakers, but Banchero, Anthony Black, Tristan De Silva. These are all guys that have only been in Orlando, so getting some outside perspective into the worst in Mosley's mind as Harden misfires.
Yeah, the Magic, not a traditional point guard. Obviously, Suggs out with the injury. Javon Carter started last night in that Indiana loss.
De Silva major miss, up ahead, perfect delivery. Harden puts it on the money, right for Dwayne Wade for the easy deuce.
What a beautiful pass there by Harden. Again, he just brings a different element to this Cavs team.
Cain forcing the issue with the size advantage, but he couldn't finish. Good outlet from Merrill. He's a shooter. Can't show it off that time. De Silva claims the board. Jamal Mosley has loved De Silva's continued growth now in year 2 out of Colorado. Pull up pop. Bane puts it through.
Bane is such an efficient scorer. He can talk about 3-level scoring. Shoot it from 3. You just saw the mid-range game there. And throughout this game, you'll see him take the ball off the bounce and get all the way to the cup.
Magic also love that he's willing to say anything to anybody in the locker room or on the court. Driving Mitchell with that signature flushing move. That is special from Spider.
No one does it better. Dwayne Wade was probably the first guy that I saw do it, but Mitchell has just perfected that.
D-Wade made it famous. Mitchell has made it impressive. Harden on the leak out. Easiest 2 of the night. Jamal Mosley was imploring his team to come out with much better energy defensively than what they have the last couple of games. They've already allowed 15 points 5 minutes in. Drive and kick, it's Kane. Can't hit the three. Second chance now for Orlando. Banchero has seen his three-point percentage rise up to 31% now in the season. They'll take the midi instead for 2.
Just look at Paolo Banchero, the size. I mean, the shoulders, the legs. He is one big dude. And he is such a nightmare to guard offensively because he can play with his back to the basket, but he can also face you up.
Mitchell using the speed and couldn't finesse it in. Banchero, 6'10", 250 pounds, sheer muscle.
That's being kind when you say 250.
You think 265?
Yes.
He's open. His 3 ball is good.
And he can also do that. Not only can he play with his back to the
14 in clutch games this year, which is tied for the 5th best percentage in the 6 most games played. But Jamal Mosley said he's been telling his team, once we start like the game as if we're down 10. Let's pretend we're down 10 when the game starts. As Merrill rises and can't hit on 3. Rebound cleared by Banchero. Changes for Cleveland with Keon Ellis. And Max Strus playing in his 5th game since returning from injury. Now on the floor. Javon Carter out there for Orlando as Kane drives, pulls, can't hit on the J. Well, Max Strus such a big influence for this team, both vocally but certainly emotionally. The guy that's not afraid of the big moment as Banchero intercepts the pass from Mobley. Banchero coming off a season-high 39 points last night, averaging 25 points per game over his last 15. Already up to 9 in this first quarter. Looking for more on Strus. He's going to back him down with a size advantage. Weight room for Banchero on the finesse.
I love it. We're seeing everything in this first quarter here from Paolo.
It is a personal Paolo 7-0 run. Now it's Harden's turn. Harden, the blow by and the bucket.
And that's been the one issue here all season long, really, for Orlando. It has been the blow-by situation because they don't have a lot of rim protection. Once Harden got by Banchero, going rotating over for the help D.
De Silva, attack, kick, and already in double figures with 11. Jet Howard onto the floor, go to Batadze as well. Good ball movement. De Silva with 5 to shoot. Lost it momentarily. Trying to bounce it for Batadze. Had it taken away by Strus. Harden running the offense as he has so efficiently. Bryant on the floor in that 5 spot. Oh, he's dancing with Batadze. Batadze on the skates, and Harden has a chance for 3. He just brings a calm over this team. And more than anything, it's the basketball studs out.
Perhaps their best player, Franz Wagner. That high ankle sprain has been an issue all season long.
Wagner now missing his 19th straight game, 28th out of 30. Returned for the games in Berlin and said that he was probably back too soon. As Banchero draws the contact, he'll shoot a pair.
Am I committed to staying in there? Right there, Schroeder a little bit hesitant, picks up the foul.
Check in with Zora. They lost 16 in a row. Dennis Schroeder on the floor for Cleveland. So is Mitchell, who had it knocked away by Carter. Defensive-minded guard, Javon Carter out of West Virginia. One of the veterans now for this Magic team that has provided a different type of voice. Banchero followed his miss, and Batadze claims it. Second chance for Banchero, who loads it up. Splash.
He is on one in this first quarter. Banchero now up to 16 points, 2 of 3 from downtown.
Strus back to Schroeder. Oh, skip it for Strus. His response is there.
If you're a Cavs fan, how excited are you to have Strus back in uniform on the floor?
Banchero right at Strus. Right feed, it's Carter. And it's in and out for 3. Wow. 2:40 to play in this opening quarter. Quick move to the bucket. Extra pass, same spot for Strus. Weak side board falls to Batadze, who has really built a home in Orlando. Had more money options maybe from some other teams in free agency. Oh, the hands from Ellis. And the leak out on the swipe and slam. Timeout, Jamal Mosley. Some defense from the Cavaliers. Take a look at tonight's DraftKings